with you this evening, a very quick one. Today is going to be really quick on some tips on how you can create, wonderful, I see that heart as well, how you can create multiple streams of residual income. I know a lot of you have been asking me about this, so I want to share some tips. I had a paid webinar a couple of weeks ago, and so a lot of people have been asking about some tips. I want to share it with you here now, and the paid webinar will be available again as well. So welcome to this last masterclass for 2018 on multiple streams of residual income, and especially the last one in September. So how has the last 9 months been? Okay, should I not ask that question to some people? More importantly, how will the next 3 months end? My goal is to finish strong, and as I teach, the people that I work with about finishing strong and about really finishing strong and finishing the year the way you planned. So let me tell you a little bit about the last couple of months in particular, the last year in particular. Things have changed dramatically. How many of you know that? Things have changed dramatically since January even. So not even the last 10 years. Since January, things have changed. Business has changed. Okay, we all know that. And it all depends on what happens with you when things change, how you change. So on tonight's masterclass, I will be sharing with you some tips on how you can create multiple streams of residual income. Now, I don't care how much money you're making right now, or perhaps how much money you've made since the beginning of this year. If you really truly want to be financially free and you don't want to work for money all your life or work for small amounts of money, the goal is that you need to focus on multiple streams of residual income. But I hear from so many people, guys, every single day. I mean, right across the world, people that I mentor, people that I work with, people that I coach, people that I train, people in jobs they hate, people who've fallen out of love with their life and their business, okay? People who are not earning what they are worth. Businesses not going the way in which they like. They simply don't know how to make more money from how they are currently making money. How many of you can say to me, if you're on Facebook Live, if you are on the webinar, how many of you can say to me, yes, sometimes I think that I don't know how to make more money other than the money that I'm making right now. And again, guys, let's be real. The only reason you want to make more money is so that you can look after your families well, you can travel how you want to travel, and you can live the lifestyle that you want to live. That's the only reason you want to make more money. And you can give back to charities and things that means something to you. Okay, that's why you want to make more money. It's not because you want to buy a flashy car or you want to do this and that. No, that's a byproduct of you giving value. The fact is, though, statistics have shown, and this is alarming, that the #1 problem facing people over 40. Now, I know some of you on the line are under 40. I'm not going to call any names because I can see you there, but I know some of you are under 40. But for those of you that are over 40 or that are nudging on 40, the biggest problem statistics have shown today is people are concerned about their retirement, and they're concerned about how much money they will have in retirement. They're concerned about what type of retirement will they have in the first place. They're concerned about illness, family issues, grandchildren, if they have or they're likely to have, travel, lifestyle, and just really looking after themselves when they could no longer work in the way in which they're working right now. Let me ask you a question. I think about a couple of years ago, actually, probably longer than that, I sat down and I thought, what sort of retirement do I want to have? Where do I want to pitch my tent? How much money do I want to earn in my retirement? So I'm not talking about the amount of money I'm earning now, but how much money I want to earn in my retirement. How well do I want to have a good retirement? Yeah. And I just thought to myself, this is not on, because what I'm doing now is not going to give me the retirement that I want. And I had to have I made a huge shift with my mindset, with my life. And yeah, it was hard. The question is, are you concerned? Are you concerned right now about your retirement or about the life that you're living now, if you are generating residual income or not? My question to you is, are you going to take the necessary steps, though? It's all well and good to hear about it, but are you going to take the necessary steps to create multiple streams of residual income? Now, I don't care if you have how much, as I said, how much money you're earning. That's not what we're talking about on this call. We're talking about you generating revenue other than what you're currently doing. Whether you get out of bed or not, you can still eat and still travel and still do the things you want to do. I think the worst feeling of all is for someone who's in business or someone who has a job and they're having to wait for money, or they're having to wait for a sale, or they're having to wait. How many of you simply don't like that? Let's be real. You're having to wait for a sale, or wait for someone to buy something, or wait for monies to come in, or wait to get paid. How many of you, come on, let's be real. Come on, let's be real. If you're on Facebook, give me some hearts. Tell me that you hate it, because I absolutely hated it. I thought, I'm better than this. I could do better. I know other people who can do better. Then why the heck wasn't it happening to me? Why weren't I doing it? And I came to the realization myself that I had to do something about it. It had to be me doing something about it. So one of the things in which I'm going to talk to you about is give you some tips on what you can do from today. It's going to be a very short call. So if you've got pen and paper or you're recording or whatever, just let me know. But one of the things in which I'm going to talk about is like 3 or 4 tips onto what you can do to create residual income before the end of this year. How many of you would love to hear that? Before the end of this year. And if you do want to hear that, I need some hearts, I need some love, I need you to tell me if you're in the webinar, if you're on Facebook Live, you definitely want to hear that. But then I want to hear from you as to what you are going to do, what you have done in order to make this happen. So, but first, for those of you that are looking for support, you're wanting additional support, you're wanting me to support you in creating residual income, on Facebook Live, there are links there whereby you can get in touch with me. I am offering 3 or 4 people max before the end of this month to speak with them for a 15-minute consultation. Now, for those of you that are in my membership program or my mentorship program, you guys know you got me, so don't worry. But for those of you who don't, and you want a quick 15-minute consultation, click the link that's on Facebook Live. And let me see if I can paste it in here as well for you guys. Let me see if I can paste it as well. Okay, so yeah, that's the link that's there on the webinar. For Facebook Live, you guys have it on the screen. I'm offering a few people a chance to speak with me for 15 minutes and to tell me what they're doing, and I can give them some tips on to what they can do to create residual income now. So if that's you, click on the link. I only have space for a few people. Register yourself in or send me a direct message. I'm going to check these messages just after the webinar. First come, first serve. When it's done, it's done. Okay? So I'm going to, and then in there, it also talks about my membership program where I support my members that are on the line right now. They have their own call. So this call, they're on the line as well because they just love hearing more stuff to help them grow their businesses. So, but let me just be very clear. Business has changed, guaranteed. Business has changed. Whether you like it or not, business has changed. That's just how it is. From 2007 to 2017, we all know what happened with the crash. Yeah, we all know. How many people you know haven't recovered yet? How many people you know are still where they were 2007, 2010 even? They still haven't recovered. They still haven't generated residual income. They've lost a lot and they're not back to where they should be yet. How many of you know someone like that? I know loads. So, but then again, from January until now, things have changed even more with Cambridge Analytica and everything to do with social media. And if you're in Europe in particular, for those of you that are in Europe, GDPR, and then you got Brexit, and I mean, all the list goes on. But I always talk about creating your own economy, regardless of what's going on around you. And we're going to talk about a few tips on what you can do to create your own economy over the next 90 days and the next 6 months in particular. Okay, so make sure you know you're that. So just a few tips. Most of you know who I am. I don't need to share who I am with you. You can go and Google me, go and look me up on Camilita.com. It tells all what I've done, created multi-millions in sales, large sales teams across the world, built 2 global businesses in under 1 year. I mean, go and read. You can read. What I'm telling you is what I have done. So I'm giving you my own. Okay, again, and if you want to talk to me, go and book a free 15-minute consultation with me. The links are on Facebook Live as well as on the webinar. Go and book yourself in. I would love to talk to you for a few minutes. Only a couple of people, and I'd love to share with you. So let's get into it. I'm just going to cover 2 or 3, as I said, but let's get into what you can do to create multiple streams of residual income now or before the end of this year. Okay, and just one of the key ways in which I teach. So this is where, so I'm going to list some, and then I'm going to go into how. Is that all right? Everybody's okay with that? I'm going to list some of the ways, and then I'm going to go into how. Everybody, if you're okay with that, you know, tell me, give me some hearts, give me some love. You're on the webinar, just, yeah, you're okay with that. Let's get going. Okay, so these are the ways. And this is just some, guys. This is just some. You're looking at property investing, and we will go into that, so don't worry. You're looking at trading, either full-time or part-time. Look, if you like numbers, go and learn. It's easy, go and learn. I have a friend that does trading, and he makes like a lot of money trading. That just goes over my head. So I know that's just not me, okay? But I have a friend that does, but he makes a lot of money doing it. So whether it's trading, whether it's property, we'll talk about that. Whether it's online courses, something that you know that you could sell to the world. Whether it's books or ebooks. Whether it's products that doesn't require your presence, okay? Whether it's a formula, whether it's how-tos, you know, how to do this or how to do that. Everybody want to know how to do something. Whether it's a membership program, that you're giving value with your membership program. Whether it's a podcast and you have people willing to sponsor your podcast or your blog, or willing to sponsor something that you offer out there. Whether it's a YouTube videos, and obviously we know it's a bit difficult, not just difficult, but it's a lot less simpler now to get paid with YouTube because of what happened last year and beginning of this year as well. Then you also have cryptocurrency. You've got MLM, for those of you who want to do MLM. MLM is a really good, so MLM is again, multi-level marketing. It's a really good way of learning about you, but also learning about clients. It's brilliant. I've done it for 10 years. It's brilliant, but it's hard work, but it's rewarding. So that's another way. Then you're looking at franchising or licensing, something that you've created that you could franchise or license out someone else to use the privilege of it. You've done the work, allow someone else to use it, okay? So let me give you some companies that have done that, and then I'll go into the 2 or 3 tips. So these are some companies that have actually done that. We're looking at companies like Lyft. In fact, no, just stick a pin there. Let me come back to that. I don't want to, let me come back to that. The number one, this is like my favorite thing that I share at all my events, all my seminars, everywhere that I go. The number one way in which you can create multiple streams of residual income is that you find a need, you solve that need, then, this is the key though, this is the key, guys, this is how you really make money, okay? And this is how you really make money in so many ways. You find a need, you solve that need, and then you find multiple ways of providing exactly the same product or service. I'm going to say that again. You find a need, you solve that need, and then you find multiple ways of providing the same product or the same service. I call that a level 1 to 5. And I teach that at my events, and I teach that to my clients. It's so important, if you want to generate multiple streams of residual income, that you find multiple ways of providing exactly the same service. So, for instance, if you're a doctor, I see Dr. Bud is on there, Tina is on the line. If you are a practitioner, if you sell an actual product that people love, if you're going to launch a product, most people will start with 1 because they want to get people to know and understand and love this product, and again, money, they start with 1. But if you could find, for those of you that have existing products, okay, not talking about the ones that sort of starting up, but for those of you that have existing products and you've got an existing service, if you would sit down and work out, and with a mentor, and that's what I mentor people to do, if you would find multiple ways of providing exactly that same service, multiple streams of residual income, especially if the income doesn't require your presence to be there to supply it. Yes, especially if it doesn't require your presence. So this is one of the things I'd like everybody that's on the line to do. Sit down and think of all the products or services that you're offering currently. And I want you to think of how else you can provide a different service using the same product or service to a different clientele, charging a little bit more or possibly a little bit less. Levels 1 to 5, okay? Whereby you're actually selling a product or you're giving them the ultimate experience. Have a look at that for a minute. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then yeah, you need to join my membership. My members know what I'm talking about, and they know that we talk about this over and over and over and over. So let me tell you some companies, and this is what I was alluding to just now. Let me share with you some companies that have done that. We're looking at companies like Lyft, companies like Uber, companies like WhatsApp, companies like Airbnb, companies like Oyo. This is a new $1 billion company out of India. Snapchat, we all know Snapchat, Spotify, Nest, Bitcoin, blockchain. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Square, right? But look at what has happened. Because of what happened with Facebook and Cambridge Analytica and everything else to do with data protection, the founders of WhatsApp who bought Facebook bought them over. They are now sort of moving forward, doing their own thing. Same thing for WhatsApp. The two guys that launched WhatsApp, they just resigned. They're going to set up something else new. What are they going to do, guys? This is what I'm alluding to. They have found a need. They're going to find a need because people are asking. They're going to solve that need, and then they're going to find multiple ways. This is so key, of providing exactly the same service. If those of you that are on the line and you want help with this, as I said, I'm offering you, a few of you, an opportunity to book into my calendar. You've got before the end of the month, so tomorrow and Saturday, max, for a 15-minute consultation. I'm only offering a few people, first come, first serve. If that's you, the link is on Zoom. The Zoom link is also on Facebook Live. So whichever, wherever you can access it and get the information, or send me a quick message. Say, Camilita, I really want to, I need a 15 minutes. I need to look at other ways to make money because I'm tired of what I'm doing. Okay, you have the chance to do that. Or if you want to work with me one-to-one and you want to know how I help entrepreneurs build, then send me a message and I'll send you my client questionnaire to fill it in. But guys, I'm telling you, this is so simple. When I got this, I was like, what the heck? What have I been doing the last 7, 8, 9, 10 years? I'm like, what the heck? Find a need, solve that need, find multiple ways of providing exactly the same service or product. Simple. That is what Amazon has done. That's why they are, Jeff Bezos is the richest person on the planet, 130, 140 billion. Because all he's done is find multiple ways of providing exactly the same service. I'm going to do just 2 more, and I'm going to call it quits this evening. So I hope you guys got that. How many of you got that? How many of you like that? How many of you want help with that? Okay, if that's you, you're in the webinar, you're on Facebook Live, give me some hearts and tell me, yes, I like it, or yes, I want to start implementing this now, because the reality is, if you don't, it's not going to happen. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. The next one, okay, and again, remember, the link's there. You can click and just talk to me for 15 minutes, or book into my calendar, or join my membership. Membership is just $47 a month. It's like, that's like nothing. And you get this twice a month and a whole lot more from us, and you can ask me questions in between as well. So all you need to do to sign up for membership, the link is on the screen, link is on Zoom, or go to my website, click on membership at the very top, sign yourself up. Let's get to work. The next thing I'm going to talk about, 2 more, and then I'm done. Focus, guys, focus. This is so key, and this is what I did, and I sat down and thought, this makes sense. Number 2, and I teach this in my 7 Steps to 7-Figure Sales seminars. Find, guys, create, guys, look and develop a customer plan versus a business plan. I don't care how good your business plan is. I don't care what you're selling. I don't care how amazing it is. Find a really good customer plan, or develop one, or have someone help you to develop one, or ask your customers what they're looking for. A customer plan versus a business plan. The customers, your customers, my customers, they will tell us what they're looking for. They will tell us what to sell them. And don't forget, I was going to do an event or a seminar, and I had my set plan of what I'm going to sell, products and services, what I'm going to sell. And the customer says, no, I don't want that. I want this. And I said to them, well, I'm sorry, but I don't have that. I have this. And then I caught myself saying it, and I'm thinking, what the heck? What's wrong with you? The person is telling you what they want to buy from you, and you're telling them you don't have it when you could easily create it, or you can't actually do it. I thought to myself, this is not on. I can't believe I was just going to lose a really big sale or residual income from that customer in terms of sales because I did not allow myself to have a customer plan versus a business plan. What are your customers asking you for, guys? What are they saying that they want? Not what you want to sell them. What are they saying that they want from you? Go and create it. We all know what Richard Branson says. Say yes and then go and create it. Okay? That's number 2. Number 3, especially when it comes to property investing, and I'll talk about my own. Number 3, and I'm going to finish on this one, guys. You want more? You know what you got to do. Click on the link, book a time to speak with me, or join my membership program. You will get a whole lot more. Membership again, camilita.com/membership. Top of the page, $47 a month. No brainer. You could do that. And you'll get a whole lot more. You'll get time with me as well. The last one I'm going to talk about is finding people you can collaborate with. This is so key. Finding people that you can collaborate with that have different skills from you, that understands things differently from you, and working together on a common goal, especially when it comes to property investing. Now, I've got loads of friends who are property investors, and before I became a property investor, I thought I needed a whole lot of money, and I thought I needed to understand everything to do with investing, and I thought I needed to understand all about tenants and the law and the whole shebang. I didn't. All I needed to understand was how to access money if I didn't have it, and how to access knowledge from people who had the knowledge that I needed in order to generate revenue and in order to buy more property. That's all it is. Who can you collaborate with? Who has information that you can access in some way and work with them to start doing a project, a property project, or something of the sort, anywhere in the world, as long as, don't get me wrong, as long as, number one, you do your due diligence and understand the investment. If you don't understand the investment, don't do it, period. Number two, if it's too good to be true, believe me, it most certainly is. And I can talk from personal experience. Okay, if you haven't lost money in anything, you're not ready yet. All right. So you got to make sure that those things are in place. Make sure that you got the right contracts and everything else to save your own backside, because you got to do that. But you've got to make sure at the end of the day that you are at a place whereby you can collaborate with other people. Guys, this is so important. I'm telling you these things because this is what I did. When I came to this country, I had no idea of how to invest, how to do this, how to do that. I was in law school. I was studying law. I wasn't thinking of setting up a business and having multiple businesses and traveling the world. And no, I was thinking of becoming a lawyer, of course, at the International Criminal Court. That was my plan, in The Hague, with all the letters after my name. But of course, and then I realized a lot of the people I was looking up to, they weren't free. They didn't have multiple streams of income. I thought, no, hold the phone. I do not want to live like that. And then I found out about the industry of sales and direct sales and investing and property. And I thought, this is what I want. This is because why? It's not because I wanted the money in it. I wanted the freedom. I wanted to be able to go to sleep and knowing that I'm still being paid while I'm sleeping. That's what I wanted. And I wanted to understand that whole aspect. And you know what, guys? A lot of people say, oh, I don't know what to do. And they're sort of, scared. You could always learn. You could learn. You can learn with anything. Investing in more property, you can learn. Online courses, how to put it together, you can learn. Write an ebook and start selling it, you can learn. Set up a membership, you can learn. Start a podcast. Mine is starting next month. I know I'm going to learn. Okay? MLM, I had to learn how to sell. I hated selling. People think that I'm an amazing seller. No, yeah, because I did a lot of it over time, but I hated it. But I learned to do it because I wanted the residual income coming in all the time. Guys, this is so key. This last one, you're finding people to collaborate with. If you want to sell, if you want to learn how to invest in property, if you want to learn trading, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, blockchain, whatever it is that you want to do, finding someone to collaborate with is key. And again, do your due diligence, as I mentioned before. Make sure you have all the right things in place to make it happen. And most importantly, and I can't stress this enough because this is what I did over a long time, hire a mentor. Get in touch with somebody who can help you to generate the money, who can see beyond what you can see. I mentor and coach entrepreneurs globally on what they need to do to build, sustain, and develop their brands and their businesses. And the more I mentor, the more I learn what not to do. I learn it, what not to do. Yeah, exactly, Lachelle. It is important. Collaboration is key. So guys, look, I'm going to close up the call in a minute or so. Anybody has any questions? I'm going to take one question. If you're on the webinar or you're on Facebook Live, I'm taking one question. That's it. I'm taking one question and that's it. I'm done. One question. If you're on the webinar, you're on Facebook Live, I'm going to take one question and then I'm going to finish off the call. And yeah, then we're going to get cracking from that point. So one question, if anybody has a question, let me know. I'm just making sure that I can see everybody on here. One question and then I'm gone. But yeah, if you want more and you want to speak with me, I'm offering, as I said, a few people before the end of this month, a chance to get a free strategy session, 15 minutes, no more. All you need to do is click on the links that's on Facebook Live or click on the links that's on the webinar. and for joining my membership and getting, how many of you would like to get more of this? How many of you would like to get practically more of this twice a month? And in between, you can still ask me questions on your business. You like to get more? Give me some hearts, give me some love. Tell me, yes, you're in the webinar. You want to get more of this. If you do, all you need to do is click on the link and join my membership program. It's just $47 a month, and you will get so much. And we're there to support you. Okay, so I have one question and I'm going to close. So I have Michelle. She's asking, what do you suggest as an income generating activity for your business? Well, it all depends, darling, on what your business is. Okay, so I can't answer you that question. It all depends on what your business is. So Abby asked, although I know what your business is, residual income via doing hosting and MC services for weddings, etc. What medium is the best way? Okay, I couldn't see the balance of that message, but what medium is the best way for generating residual income through hosting? Is that correct, Abby? And MC services. Now again, if it is just you that's offering this service, which I assume it's just you, then you need to find some way quickly in terms of training someone up to do it, because you will still be doing it if it is just you. Because if you're hosting and you're doing MC, it's you got to find somebody else. You got to start multiplying yourself. And that is powerful. So either you license out what you do well to someone else, or you train someone else to do it in your absence. Okay? So Johanna, sorry, I can't see your question, but look, why is one more question? I'll take one more and then we're gone. But yeah, this is so key, guys. If you don't waste the time. You got 3 months till Christmas. We know what happens from about the 15th of December. You know what happens. You know what happens. So you've got really 2 months and a half, starting from the beginning of October. If you want to finish this year strong, take advantage of this opportunity. Okay? Take advantage from this opportunity. You have the opportunity to join my membership for just $47 a month. Go to camilita.com/membership on top of the page and just join for $47 a month. And also book a time to speak with me for 15 minutes before the end of September. And I will just give you a little bit of tips on what you can do to really create residual income. But guys, listen, this is so powerful. I want to encourage all of you to really spend the time thinking about what you're good at, what people say you're good at, and how you can generate multiple ways of making money from that one thing. Okay? We all know about toothpaste. We all know how many different, we know Colgate. That's like one of the main brands. But how many versions of Colgate do we know? A heck of a lot. All right? So find ways, find multiple ways. As always, guys, thank you so much. Yes, Bali, you're absolutely brilliant. You're welcome. I love doing this. I love doing what I'm doing because I love seeing people's lives change. I love seeing people live the champion life right now. So guys, I'm going to close off. Have an amazing evening. I went over my time by about 5 minutes, which is good. Have an amazing evening. Go and book your time to speak with me. Links are on Facebook Live. Links are on the screen on the webinar as well. And I look forward to helping you. And you know what? I just want to encourage all of you. It may seem a bit daunting sometimes, some of the things in which I shared. And I'm sharing it as if it's really simple because I've done it. It is simple. It is just not easy. Okay? But it is simple. And I want to help you guys to do it because if I could do it, you certainly could do it. But do it for your family. Do it for your sanity. Do it for your health. Do it for your future. Do it because you can and because you have the time now to do it. So reach out. Send me a message. You've got all the links there. Go to camilita.com/membership. And the link is there to book a time to speak with me. And let's get to work. Okay? I love you guys. I'll see you soon. And as always, you know I will see you at the top. Have a good evening. Bye.